The Boston Celtics or the Miami Heat? Big three, big three. Which team is better and why? Why does Boston's big three seem to work better than Miami's? Let's think about it. A couple years ago, the Boston Celtics picked up Ray Allen and Kevin Garnett to go along with Paul Pierce. Let's think about this. Kevin Garnett had been great in Minnesota, but he was never able to win a championship. Ray Allen was great with the Seattle Supersonics. That was their name at the time. He was really good. But neither one had ever won a championship. They were never close to winning a championship. Paul Pierce was really good with the Celtics. Never came close to winning a championship. Here you are, three guys getting old. They're doing the best they can. I mean, they've been making the All-Star games, things like that, with the wrong teams, though. They had three mindsets. All three wanted to win the championship. Kevin Garnett would love to win. He's a competitor. But look who he's stuck with. Ray Allen, same thing. One of the nicest guys in the NBA. One of the cleanest. Wanted to win a championship. You knew he weren't going to win one with the Supersonics. Paul Pierce, he'd love to be an NBA champion. Can't do it with the Boston Celtics by yourself. But these guys thought about it. Look, I'm getting old. I'm soon going to have to retire in a couple years. So all three got together with the same goal. They don't care who scores the most points. They don't care who got MVP, who took the last shot, as long as they won the game. That was it. And they went on to win the NBA championship their first year together when they beat the Lakers. Kevin Garnett did his thing, Allen did his thing, and Paul Pierce did his thing. Later on, you've had Rajon Rondo to help, Glenn Davis, Kendrick Perkins, lots of guys, Nate Robinson, now Shaquille O'Neal, Luke Herringody, lots of guys, Jermaine O'Neal. But anyways, this is about the big three. Those three had the same mindset. We're going to work together. We're going to win a championship. I want one so bad. And that's what they did. They went on to win the championship. Let's look at the Miami Heat. Okay, you have Dwayne Wade already there. They've won a championship in 2006 NBA Finals over the Dallas Mavericks. It was supposed to just be Chris Bosh. That team would not have been as good. Whether it was Carlos Boozer or Chris Bosh, they were not going to win the championship. They needed an extra player. They got LeBron James. In one of the most selfish, most controversial ways, he took 1 hour on like the last day of free agency. He goes, I'm taking my talents to South Beach. Yippee. I'm glad you waited that long to tell us all of that. Anyways, trying to be unbiased here. The big three, they're arrogant. I mean, look at Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and LeBron James. The Boston Celtics didn't do that. They're in there all doing this kind of stuff, have the crowd cheering, music going, celebrating. They didn't do that, the Boston Celtics. They did business. They weren't over there doing baby powder. They weren't doing pull-ups on the rim. They weren't sitting there screaming, all this kind of ridiculous stuff. They played the game. They did it in an old-school manner. This Miami Heat team, that's one reason why people boo them. They're a bunch of punks. D-Wade did win a championship. It's his team. It's not LeBron's team. I'm not a big D-Wade fan, but I do have respect for the guy. Chris Bosh, he's a fake tough guy. He was tough in Toronto. He deserved to win a championship. He was good in Maryland. He was good with the Toronto Raptors. But now he's over here wanting to pick fights with Kevin Durant. Are you kidding me? I mean, he's a punk. LeBron James, he thinks it's his team. It's not his team. I think he has 0 championships. How many does D-Wade have? Exactly. 1-0. D-Wade is the leader of that team. And this organization, you got a guy who won't shake your hand because he's a competitor. And, you know, I mean, just the way they act, they just show arrogance. And they've played Boston 3 times. And the old guys, the Boston Celtics, beat the Miami Heat. What does that say? You got Mike Miller, Anthony, Ilgauskas, Bosh, Wade, James. And you can't beat the Boston Celtics. You might have the best players, but you don't have the right mindset that the Boston Celtics had. They had 3 goals. Their goal, 3 guys had 1 goal to win an NBA championship. Nothing else mattered. You got these guys, they're worried about fame, fortune. They want MVP awards. They want to take that last shot. They want to be on the no he didn't award. The Celtics didn't care about that. That's the difference here. And that's why the Celtics have destroyed the Miami Heat. They're the better team. LeBron's worried about getting that big dunk, winning the game. Dwayne Wade's going to go out there and do his thing, but he can't do it, you know, by himself. And Chris Bosh, you know, he's He's not going to be the same guy he was with Toronto because he didn't have help. He had to do it by himself. Now he can be a contributor. And that's why the Miami Heat are not as good as the Boston Celtics. Those three guys have other things on their mind than just going out there winning an NBA championship. They're too young right now. You can't teach experience. Give them time. They'll win an NBA championship. It will not be this season. Give them about 3 years, and they'll win an NBA Finals, no doubt. But right now, you got to go to Boston Celtics. Their big three is greater than the Miami big three. LeBron James is better than those three. Bosh, he's as good. Well, he's not as good as Garnett, but he's a really good player. Dwayne Wade, he's better than Pierce and Allen and Garnett. But when you look at team chemistry, when you look at the Boston Celtics chemistry, you look at their chemistry, the old school, new school, you got to go with the Boston Celtics. Anyways, leave your comments. Who's better, the Boston Celtics big three or the Miami Heat big three?